Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In case you see my face for the first time, my name is Tosi, and in case you've been here before, you already know you are welcome back, Mary G. So guys, today we're going to be talking on how to set standards for yourself. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, let's just get right into it. The first step to setting standards for yourself is to making yourself a better person. You cannot want to set standard for yourself and you are still the same person that you used to be. So now you have to work on developing yourself, you have to work on improving yourself. That is the only way you feel like, okay, yes, now that I'm an improved version of myself, I don't do the things that I used to do that doesn't make me like a good person or a better person. Now I feel like, yes, I have to set standards for myself. One, because I don't want to go back to who I used to be, or maybe because I just feel like the standard I set for myself is going to make me, be on the track of being a better person. It's as simple as that. You cannot want to set standards for yourself and you are not an improved version of yourself. You cannot want to set standard for yourself and you haven't leveled up from certain things. So the first thing you want to do is to level up from certain things, level up your life in all ramification of your life. In all things that you do, all areas and aspects of your life, you have to be a better person. Then you can now say, okay, yes, now that I'm a better version of myself, I want to set standards. But you have to do the work. You have to work on yourself, on every areas of yourself, your goals, the way you look, the way you think, your mindset, everything. You have to work on yourself before you can be able to set standards for yourself. Yeah. The next one is to be accountable for everything you do. That's how you set the standards for yourself. You can't be a better woman and the standard you want to set for yourself, you set the standards, I'll do this and do that, and you don't check yourself. It can't work that way. Yes, you have to be accountable and responsible for everything that you do. The way you spend money, where you go, the people that you keep, the way you dress, the way you look, the way you think. When you know that you are wrong, apologize. Yes. Don't say because you are now a big woman, so I don't need to apologize, or because you're not an improved version of yourself. Hello, leveling up your life doesn't make you a proud woman. You need to understand that. It doesn't make you that. So if you know you're wrong, apologize. That's you being accountable for what you did. If you know you said something that's wrong, against someone, or maybe you did something and you know that deep down that thing is wrong, you need to apologize. The way you spend money, you need to call yourself back to check. Let's say your standard is, I am not going to buy anything that I cannot afford to buy 3 times. You need to stand by it. You need to be accountable. So when you buy something and you tend to check yourself, oh, can I buy this thing 3 times before I even bought it? That's you being accountable. That's you being responsible. The people that you keep. You now you are now setting a standard for yourself, right? And you still keep the people that you are trying to leave because you want to be a better person. That is you being accountable for yourself. You need to sit down and tell yourself the truth. Because nobody is going to tell you the truth than yourself. So even if you lie to everybody in this world, you can never ever lie to yourself. You need to understand that. So you need to be accountable for everything that you do in your life. That is another way of setting standards for yourself. Because if you're setting standards for another person, you don't have to call the person out and tell the person, oh, you did this, I didn't like it. But can you call yourself out to tell yourself that? Yeah, I thought so too. So the next one is to show up for yourself when you are your best self, when you are down, when you are sad, when you are disappointed, when you are anxious. Don't only show up for yourself when you are happy. Now, personally, I take showing up for myself, especially when I'm down. Now, it's as simple as, I have a goal, right? But I don't feel okay because maybe some other personal stuff that is going up with me. What do? I still show up for myself, right? I still show up for that goal. I show up for that business. Why? Because I have to show up for myself. That's how I'm setting standards for myself. I'm setting the standard of, be it rainy, be it sunny, be it cloudy, whatever it might be happening, the weather or season that might be in my life, I have to show up for myself. I have to show up for my goals. Let me tell you guys something. I don't feel like filming every day. But what do? I've set a standard for myself that I have to post or upload 3 YouTube videos every week. That's the standard I set for myself concerning my goals. But I show up even when I don't feel like showing up. There are days where I don't feel like talking. I'm just recovering from cold. And honestly, I'm not supposed to be stressing my voice because 2 days back I couldn't speak the way I am. But what? I'm trying as much as possible that I have to show up. Why? Because I have a deadline that I've set for myself that I have to meet. It's as simple as that. That is you setting standards for yourself. Show up for that business. Show up for that class. Show up for that video. Show up for that thing that you know you've always wanted for yourself. Show up for your goals. If you don't show up for your goals, they are never going to happen. So you always have to show up for yourself. Yeah. The next one is to be patient with yourself and give yourself grace. Lately, I've come to understand, I think I said in one of my videos where I was talking about how, I was reflecting on my life and how far I've come this week, this year. And it got to a point, I think sometime in September, I started to tell myself, Tosin, give yourself grace. I feel like most of us were always very hard on ourselves, maybe because we compare ourselves, or maybe because of our age. We feel like, oh, at this age, I ought to have done this and this and this and that. You're feeling like you're behind. Let me tell you something, you are doing the best that you can do. And something that I've come to understand in life, that there are seasons of life. I wasn't where I was I'm not where I was 5 years ago. I'm not where I was 3 years ago. That's like one thing I told myself, right? I'm not where I was 2 years ago. I'm in a different phase of my life. And it's a phase. Giving yourself grace and being patient with yourself is setting a standard for yourself. What it does is that it never allows you to be burnt out with whatever it is that is going on in your life. It never allows you to be burnt out of your dreams, your goals. It never allows you to be tired. So it's a standard that you have to give yourself. If you have reflected on your life and you see that you've gone far, you are even amazed of how far you've come with your life, give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. I had this quote that I put on my reel. In case you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me. That says that you are just doing life for the first time, right? Be easy with yourself. Give yourself grace. I never used to give myself grace. I just used to feel like, no, I need to do this. I need to get this. And now I give myself grace. If I can't do this, yes, I can do it. And when I think about certain things, I'm like, oh, I did this, I've come far, oh, thank God. I'm happy that I did it, and I'm giving myself grace. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. It's also a standard. Yeah. The next and the last one is your words and your actions must align if you're trying to give yourself a standard. You cannot be saying one thing and your actions is saying another thing. You can't be saying for the next 3 months, I want to be focused on my goals. And a month later, you left the goal and you're partying all around Lagos. It doesn't work that way. Your actions and your words have to align. If you have told yourself that, okay, oh, I want to be going to my 9 to 5 early, put in my best, and you are late, and you are getting query of being late, it does not align. No, you are saying something else, your actions is saying another thing. For me, I always say it. Action speaks better to me, as Tosin, than words. Some things I do that I don't even talk. I just do it. And later I see that, okay, it kind of align if I was able to say it. Do you understand? You need to make your words align with your actions when you are setting standards for yourself. It's very important. Very, very, very important. In this video, I've said, I've not said anything about setting standards so that other people respect you. You need to be able to set standards for yourself. not only for people outside, for yourself. It's really going to help you and guide you to achieve so many things with yourself and guide you to do life easily. You need to say something and do it. You've heard this, no be cho cho cho, show workings. You've heard it before. That's it. Show workings, right? If you say and you promise yourself that, oh, I'm going to, film this video, do it. Don't self-sabotage. I'm going to have a video on that. Don't self-sabotage. You say a lot of things. You are starting this business. I'm going to get a 9 to 5. I'm going to be good in my 9 to 5. I'm going to hit this target. And at the end of the day, you are doing something different. Why? Because you're afraid. Or because you feel like, oh, I can't do this by myself. Or I can never get this. You're belittling yourself. Your words and your actions must align if you're trying to set standards for yourself. It's very, very important. I don't know if you guys heard this last part because something is making noise. But anywho, that's the end of the video. I hope you found this helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I really, really appreciate it. And please hit the subscribe button. I really, really appreciate it. Share my video to someone that you feel might need it. I will really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.